And maybe, just maybe, we have to start considering moving on from 1860 Munich.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Borderline Glory, and welcome back to 1860 Munich, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up. The first, away from home, we go to a massive club, a massive stadium, and a massive game against Eintracht Frankfurt. Hopefully we can get a result in that one in the DFB Pokal. We'll have to see how that's going to go, but we have a game after that against Hamburger SV, another massive game for us in the league. Now, since last time out, it's been pretty horrendous, and it's been horrendous all round really. Last 4 games we have not won a single one. 6 games in a row we have lost in the league. No idea what has gone on there. I guess it's just one of those phases, but if it continues then maybe we could be out the door after potentially as early this episode. We'll have to see, but the focus now is on this DFB Pokal game. It's frustrating because going into a game like this you want to have good morale, have a good bit of forward behind us, but I guess not. Let's go and see if we can cause the upset against Eintracht Frankfurt. So the team for this game against Eintracht Frankfurt, we've got Darn in goal, backline of Verla, Voet and Svetinovic. We've got Kinsombi, Jacobson, Christensen, Danhoff. We've got Jakob who returns, Philip alongside him, and Wilhelmsen up top. It's kick-off here in this game against Eintracht Frankfurt. Hopefully they don't walk all over us with our recent form, because that would be very, very frustrating. You know, going into a game like this, you'd want to be going in with a good bit of form. It looks like they might have rotated their team a little bit. There isn't really many notable players in this team, but it's still a bit frustrating that we have hit a bad spell of form coming into this game, because it's definitely one that, even if we had a good, you know, like, it's not to say we would win if we had a good bit of form, but if we did, it would definitely increase our chances, and I'm sure we would have made for a very competitive game. So it is very frustrating that that is the case, and maybe, just maybe, we have to start considering moving on from 1860 Munich. Something to consider. If this is the limit we have hit. You know, there's players who are unhappy for all various reasons. Players have always been unhappy with their contracts and stuff, and maybe we've just outgrown the club a little bit, or just taken it to its limits. That is a decision we'll have to make, and if the right job offer comes up, then you would think it is surely time to go and say goodbye to the first club as part of Borderline Glory. There's a ball behind here into the side netting in the end there after 15 minutes. Eintracht Frankfurt do go 1-0 up here in this game. This is the quarter-final, so we would ideally like to go and get the win here to make that semi-final, but if we aren't going to up our game here, then it looks like it won't come. We have a few changes. Christensen returns to the team after a few games off through suspension. Jakob is starting his first game in over 2 months, I believe it is, with injury, and then as well Kinsombi comes in for Musonda. Obviously these boys will have played literally a few days ago, so it has been quite a lot for them, and I do think that, you know, it's not the best preparation coming to this one, but to be fair, so have Eintracht Frankfurt. Let's go and see what we can do from this corner. Kinsombi looking to play it in. Who can he find in the middle? No one's able to get up for it. It falls to Jacobson, who finds Kinsombi. Once again, we know what he can do. Down that left side, cutting in. Can he have the shot? He just puts it over in the end. So close to making it 1-1 here in this game, but not enough to go and tie it up as we go and get a bit of momentum. This is what we want to see, just trying to create something for ourselves. Clearly, Eintracht Frankfurt are really trying to suffocate us with this possession pressure that they're trying to put on, but as long as we can stay in this game. I mean, to be fair, we were what, 2-0 or 3-0? I think it was 2-0 at half time against Bayern Munich. This game has been a lot more uneventful, but only 1-0. If we can go in at only 1-0, that would be decent. As I say that, Eintracht Frankfurt coming on the attack now down this right hand side. We're going to have to look to defend this and see what we can do in the remaining parts of this first half of this DFB Pokal game. The ball goes in behind, and luckily that's well wide there. Maybe a few changes could bring on the Geeky. He's scored 5 goals now in the DFB Pokal, probably the top scorer, you'd like to think. The morale looks alright after that team talk there. I mean, if we just go a little bit more attacking, I mean, positive's alright for now, but if we get that ball, move it forward a little bit, we start to create some chances and just get that momentum for ourselves. That is the aim for us here in this game. We'll probably go and make some early changes. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to bring the Geeky on here in this game for Wilhelmsen, and then I'm also going to bring I was going to bring Froling on, but I will wait for making that change. Just want to see as well who I actually want to bring him on for. As I say that, some sort of injury is there. Am I allowed to continue? I am allowed to continue. Don't know what's gone on there. It just completely paused me, even though I didn't ask for that tactical change, as we find ourselves with a throw in there on that far side. Lovely little flick there from Svetinovic Christiansen, but we're dispossessed in the middle there, just getting completely overrun in that sense. It's got to be better over on that far side. Mudryk is on the ball. It falls into the middle, and that is 2-0 here for Eintracht Frankfurt. We've not been competitive at all. It's very frustrating. I guess it's been one of those days, but when we've been in such exceptional form throughout our whole time in the Bundesliga too, we start to hit this rough patch. It's so shocking though, because I didn't really think it would come yet, and I didn't think it would come in this way as well, where it's just so overwhelming. 6 losses in a row in the league. We've completely dropped down. It's just very, very frustrating to have seen. I'm going to bring Foling on here in this game. Any more changes we can really make? Probably just a midfield change. I'm going to bring Jacobson off for Dulwich there into the middle. Make some more changes there and see what we can go and do in the remaining parts of this game. One that has been very frustrating for us. It looks like our cup run may just be over here with Eintracht Frankfurt, and maybe our time here over with 1860 Munich. But the thing we've got to consider is, you know, we're not leaving. Well, we are kind of leaving when it gets bad, if we do leave. But as well, this challenge is all about being dynamic. And if you know me, if you have been on the channel before, you will know that it's all about just moving around, keeping on our toes, and getting ready for any move when it does come up. So we can't complain too much about that really. We have had a very, very good time, and I think even if we stayed, it wouldn't be too much of a problem, even with our poor form at the moment. Into the final parts of this game, can we go and get ourselves a consolation? It's Dulwich who finds himself on the ball. He goes into Verlat. Can he go across to? It's not Verlat, it's Svetinovic on that right hand side, and he's just passed it straight into an Eintracht Frankfurt player. The story of our day really, it's definitely not been ours. Here they are on the attack through the middle. We're not going to let that in. Surely it's a good save from Dawn in the end. I guess 2-0 is not the worst result really, but I guess that's not what we really wanted to take away from this game. St. Pauli versus Bayern Munich is still all tied up there, but our game is not tied up. The full-time whistle goes and we lose out to Eintracht Frankfurt in the DFB Pokal. And the team for this game against Hamburg, we do have Wilhelmsen who's out, so Lugiki does come into the team, but the team starts with Dawn in goal, backline of Verlat, Voet, Svetinovic, Musonda, Jacobson, Christiansen, Scholes, Jakob, Philip, Lugiki up top. Bit of a rotated one. Hopefully we can come away with a win. Kick off here in this game against Hamburg. Hopefully we can go and get a result, get a win, move us up back up the table a little bit more. It is going to be a tough one against the Hamburg team, who are in 8th place. We are down in 12th place, so it's not too bad. I think I said last episode we would kind of get that inevitable drop off a little bit, and it's come a little bit earlier than I thought it would, as I said earlier in this episode. But hopefully we can pull it back. I would like to think we can get a few more games out. It was just very frustrating in that last one, because obviously there is quite a bit of expectation in the cup to go and pull off a shock. It is something that a lot of teams are able to do, but I guess not in the end for us in that one. But it's just a bit frustrating really that we've hit such a bad spell of form when we have been in some really, really good form. But what can we do about it now? At this point, here is Jacobson, finds Christiansen into Lugiki, who starts this game, finds Scholes, who gets very advanced down this right side. Philip, can he look to square it? He finds Jakob in the middle, it falls back to Musonda. Jakob now with the shot, and we do score. Massive goal there by Kylian Jakob. May just keep us in a job here at 1860 Munich. I don't think they would kick us out, to be honest. I did have a look at the dynamics. It's not looking too bad. There is just a few unhappy players, especially players who we did sign in this transfer window. But I mean, I don't understand what they don't get about their playing times really. I think we're giving them fair amounts. Albert Sambi Lokonga does score here, former Arsenal man, but it's not going to count. It's an offside. Is it against another player? I'd like to think in front of the goalkeeper. I'm pretty sure that is what the reason is. I don't really know. Let's go and just skip past that. Go into half time with a lead, and then maybe we'll have one more episode here with 1860 Munich. I don't really know. Maybe we complete another season. Maybe we don't. Who really knows? Jakob picks up another injury. So many injuries this guy picks up. To be honest, it's kind of sad, because if he had a full season, he would put up some ridiculous numbers. But what can we do really if he's getting injured? Here is Jacobson on that far side with the corner. Who can he find in there? Svetanovic just puts it over the bar, or it wasn't just over, it's well over in the end, but he puts it over from that near post. To be fair, this Hamburg team has got some decent players. They've got Ortega in there, and as well they had Albert Sambi Lagonga, and someone else notable. I think they had that Bayern youngster on that left hand side. His name's Carl. I'm pretty sure he was there, which is not a bad player to sign at all. And we're doing all right against them. We are holding our own, and it's very, very good to see. But hopefully we go and complete this game, go and complete the result that we need to pick up 3 points, get us up to 20 points. And we were saying literally last episode, 20 points. It's not guaranteed, but it's a very, very good start to surviving here in this division. And we've only gone and not gained any points since then. Absolutely ridiculous. They've been close games as well, really, but it's just not been enough for us, and we have to do better in these games if we want to survive. It's as simple as that. Here is the Hamburg player down this left hand side in a very interesting black and pink kit. It's like that Bayern Munich kit from 1 year, a couple of years ago. I think it was last year or maybe the year before. I do believe it was the year before, but very, very interesting. Completely contrast our white shirt. That is all about we have to speak about here in this game. Not really too much to know that has really gone on. Apart from that, we move up to 8th place now. That just shows you how good of a start we had, and we completely dropped off. But I think one thing I do struggle with a bit is like having feelings that just contrast all the time. Like now I'm saying, oh, I'll stay, but I was like saying before, I'll go, I'm going to go. I might just go now if we're going to lose this game here. We've been leading in games. We have been leading in games and gone on to lose them multiple times. So hopefully this is not the case. We've had 95-minute goals scored against us. It's just been very, very frustrating, really, for the most part. But what can we do really if it's not gonna happen for us? We just have to keep rotating. The tactic we switched up to is even switched back now. Not much is going on for us, and we just have to see what we can do in the remaining parts of this game. 75 minutes gone. We'll probably look to go and make a few more changes. Philip off. He's had a bit of a quiet game. Froling on. I want to bring Doric on for Christiansen as well. We'll stick with those changes for now. If we want Dan Huff on, that is a potential change really, with a few injuries though. Not many players we can really bring in of particular quality. 80 minutes gone here in this game. We'll look to go a bit more positive. Darn needs to make a good pass here. He does. Out to this left hand side. He finds Musonda. Musanda's going to look to play it down the line. He finds Kinsombi. Kinsombi in a good position here to progress this ball. He beats his man. Can he cut in with that trademark shot? He finds Duric on the edge of the area, and he does score on the 80-minute mark to make it 2-1 here. His first goal from the edge of the area. Perfect positioning, and he makes it 2-1 here in this game. Massive goal against a good team as well, it must be said. You know, going into this game, I didn't have much confidence with the form that we were in that we'd be able to beat a team like this, but if we can pull off the result, we can be very happy with this, and hopefully it does bits for our morale. Kinsombi with a very interesting touch that passes all the way out to one of the defenders, but luckily we win it back. Lugiki for 3-1. Why has he gone near post? No idea why he's decided to go there. That is a free goal if I've ever seen one, and he's put it at the near post. Would you believe it? You could just see it. It was completely written in the stars for that to go in on that far post, and he just didn't, and that's in behind, and luckily Darn is there to save it. For one, why has Darn not come out to collect that? And two, how have we not covered that? Even if he doesn't, it's got to be better. It really has to be better the way we are defending here in this game. Maybe it's a defensive issue that we have to look towards. I think the attack is probably quite good, to be fair. We do go through some rough patches, but maybe it's the defence we have to start looking to concede less goals here in these games. Here is Jacobson as we progress down this left side. Can he go all the way? He does not able to score in the end, and that is going to be a goal kick. 85 minutes gone here in this game. It's been a very competitive one, but you would think that if we do get the win, it is a deserved result in the end. 8th place, couple points behind the teams above us, but 8th place is the place we finished last year, and the full-time whistle is going to go shortly here in this game, and we do finish in 8th, and we do finish with a massive win. So there you have it. It's a big result for us in the end against Hamburg. We have games against Hertha, Kaiserslautern, Saarbrücken as well after that, and then Fortuna Dusseldorf in the reverse fixtures nearly halfway through our season. And if we end with a couple more wins in the first half of the season, it won't be too bad for us. Hopefully we can go and pull it back, but with 3 out of our next 4 games being against top 5 opposition. By the time you'll hear next episode, we either will be in a very worse position or a much better position. Hopefully it's for the better. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this old tune. I'll see you all for another video. Make sure to join the Discord down below. Thank you. Bye bye.